This is the water treatment plant. We have got it to produce the mineral water which we require, demineralized water as well as distilled water. And this, as you can see, is the mixer and the FFS machine, which I was just speaking of. This is the bottle receiving area and the packaging area in the factory. The entire plant being served on an automated system, thus requires a large consumption amount of electricity. Thus, in order to keep the energy consumption low, we have adopted the following steps. One, all the equipment's transformers are of high quality with ISI standards, apart from which all the switch gears are selected in such a way that minimum loss of energy will be forced as per our exact requirement. Cables of high and cable length has been designed in such a way that loss of voltage can be reduced in the consumption point. To keep the energy consumption low further, all light fittings to the plant area within it are with LED lamps. For other areas, TS fluorescent and CFL lamps have been used. Entire plant, building and other areas are well protected by proper earthing and lighting connections. Capacitor panels are used in such a way that due to increase of power factor, energy consumption will also be less. Although we shall be using purified water for production of the IV fluids, however, an ETP plant has also been set up by us. The plant has been installed and commissioned by Calgon India, and in the process, necessary treatment of the effluent waste is also taken care for the pollution control part. We have been fulfilling our social. The plant of ours has a capacity of producing nearly 1 lakh IV fluids per day, which can be further increased. These are some of the pollution control, as well as we have got the firefighting system also installed in it. Safety management also has been taken care equally. Sir, we have been fulfilling our social responsibilities through an NGO group known as Roundtable. In the process, we have built quite a few schools, distributed books in some villages in the remote parts of South 24 Parganas, where our factory is located. These are some of the photographs of the buildings which we have constructed for schools, etc. In fact, during the ILA period also, we had gone deep into Namkhana to distribute the medicines as well as blankets, etc. This is an international recognition awarded to our Honorable Managing Director, Mr. Manoj Gupta, during the 7th International Achievers Summit held at Bangkok on 23rd August 2014. Sir, we are not only doing manufacturing, but we have a sister organization, that is Innovation India Limited. And they conduct drug trials for various companies in India. All these trials are as per the DCI norms fixed. We are also proud to be associated with Mrs. Bengal Chemical Pharmaceuticals Limited. For the last, since 2010, we have been manufacturing for them small volume parentals on third-party loan license manufacturing facilities. All products have to meet the conditions laid down by the Drugs and Cosmetics Act, which is our benchmark. And only once they are certified by the quality control department, then they are released for the supplies to our customers. In addition to this, our quality control as well as our production processes are always under the tests by our clients, esteemed. They come for inspection as and when they require. Even the batches which we supply to them, materials which go to them, the in-house test report does not suffice. They sometimes demand an NABL test report. Otherwise, sometimes they even send after that our stock for a third-party laboratory test. And after it is only confirming the standards fixed and the quality, then only they accept our materials. So we have to always be rigid on our quality part. We have no compromise in this area, sir. Today, actually, in the small volume parentals, there are very less manufacturers in India because it is a highly risky affair. When you use a small volume parental dry powder machine, you cannot do any other injections in that because there is always chances of contamination, and that proves to be fatal. So people don't risk. In fact, we are the only one in Eastern India from 1991 who have ventured into this area. Before I conclude, sir, I would like to say my future plans for the future is to introduce injectables for oncology treatment, which also nobody in Eastern India is now manufacturing, as well as we are diversifying into medico-surgical items with disposable syringe, which is also has a good market in this part of India. I would like to say that today the seed planted by our chairman, Sri R.S. Gupta, is slowly growing into a tree. And with your encouragement and with your help, we would like, our vision is to take it, become a banyan tree. Keeping the views of our Honorable Prime Minister, Make in East, we are stuck here and we will remain here to ultimately say, Amar Bangla, Bishwa Bangla. Thank you all, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I have a couple of observations.
Yes.
One thing, when you said the energy management systems, it's just the power distribution at the entry level of the main power, your transformers and switches and others. It's not an energy management per se.
No,
So management is different thing. And the second question is that you were talking about, I'm sure you should be very proud of it, naturally, of your upcoming plans. But it would be nice if you can say a sentence or two on your innovation or something like that for your existing products which you have done through your in-house R&D or collaboration with your partners.
No, sir, we don't have any partners in this small volume parentals. We have to do it, but innovations are very little there because the drug rules are framed in such a way at 1941 that you have to follow those steps. You cannot have any lacuna there. The drug inspector immediately will cancel your license. We have to maintain the BMRs. We have to maintain the control samples for 5 years, even after it's expired. Because it can go for any cross-verification anytime, whoever wants it.
Basically, the drugs you produce and other things is the generic ones.
It is generic. It's generic.
Not through your own R&D.
We are not in brand market. We don't go to...
Only the generic
Yes, we are in basically institutions because our motto is more drugs for more people at less cost.
Yeah, getting to that point, less cost. The drugs nowadays are skyrocketing the prices. Anything about cost reduction? Any initiatives on that, cost reduction?
Cost reduction, we went up actually, say we increased our productivity by doubling our capacity. And then what we found that the penicillins, they are slowly getting outdated. So we introduced carbapenems. At the same cost, I can produce a much costly medicine, where say a penicillin vial at those days used to cost around 10 rupees. And when meropenem, the carbapenem was introduced, which has a much more wider antibiotic, broad spectrum coverage, although it is a penicillin, that was costing at that time when it was originally launched 675 rupees. Today, fortunately, meropenem is available at 126 rupees.
By increasing capacity?
Yes, sir.
Can you say you are increasing productivity? Productivity depends on the efficiency of your existing
No,
system.
Capacity, we brought
If you
new
increase
machines.
capacity, naturally
no, no,
the
no, no.
total
So
output will increase.
I'll tell it like this, rather, that our old machines were more designed for the penicillins, and 1991 machines we had. Then we brought in new machines, which has a better capacity, better utilization, and also much better checking procedures. And in fact, the workers who are in the sterile area, we have to provide them milk. We have to provide them continuously with doctors, tests. Regularly, it has to be maintained. And those records also we have to produce to the drug authorities when they ask for it. There is no compromise in all these things.
Okay, your quality control system is very strict.
Yes.
Right. So, and then you're telling that you reject it if it is not up to the standard.
Yeah.
So tell me, over the last 2-3 years, have your rejections come down, or is it at the same level?
Sir, frankly speaking, rejections has really come down, and that is why we are holding our head high, because...
How much it has come down, roughly? Can you give me some
It
idea?
has come down greatly, sir. I can't give you the exact figure today, but it has come down because, I will tell you the background here, because if my product fails at the customer's end, then I am blacklisted for 3 years. I cannot produce that material.
No, but that you must be sorting here, no, before sending to the
Yes,
customer.
yes, yes. That is why our
So after sorting...
quality control is so
Yeah.
strict that chance we don't give them to blacklist
Agreed,
us.
agreed. But then your rejection level, if it is going up, your cost goes up? You have to
Not so much, sir. We have to keep this thing rules.
You have to follow the rules, agreed.
Yeah.
But then your process control, if it's better, rejection production will be less. That's what I'm looking at. So
Right.
if your rejections have come down, so any measure you have taken, one is the technology part of it, you have got a good
Technology.
machines and all that.
Machines as well
Right.
as testing procedures.
Another thing is that your people are more cautious in their...
Yes.
So
We educate them
any
rather.
result you can tell us that yes, it was 0.1%, now it has, or
I
in
don't
terms
have
of
the exact figures, sir. I'm
in
sorry.
terms of ppm,
Today, I don't
parts
have
per
that.
million.
I can give you
of-
later, but at the present moment, I don't have that figures.
Yeah, thank you. Good presentation. But
Thank
there
you,
is
sir.
something like, you know, you have been continuously upgrading your machines and all.
Yeah.
I see the investment is going up. From your investment, it was FY12, it was 7 lakhs, then 10 lakhs, 63 lakhs, 234 lakhs in FY15, and you gone to 1002 lakhs. That means
The
10
latest
crore.
for the IV fluid,
Latest
yeah.
year one. That's very good. I mean, you are upgrading. But at the same time, I see that because your, I don't know, your manpower, good that you're employing more, but it has gone up by more than double in last year itself.
Because of this IV fluid plant, sir. Because of that, we require a lot of manpower there also, especially in the chemist area.
Okay,
Our
I mean,
chemist
like
numbers
little
have
bit,
increased.
your turnover has come down, but your profitability has gone up,
No,
your
the
manpower
turnover,
has gone up.
Turnover, I will tell you why it came down last year, just marginally.
Yeah, it is
has
down by
come
around 7%.
Just, it has
Yeah.
just a small this thing, because we faced that, Sun Pharma where it is located, and that JAT problem, we did not get our raw materials in time. So we had to argue for the clause force majeure with our customers, and ultimately it came through, but it came into next financial year.
Okay, I mean,
That
like
was one of the
your
reasons.
profit, although your turnover down by marginally, but it is down. Your manpower become double, but your profitability has gone 2.4 times up. So that was
Costly
little.
medicines.
Okay,
honest,
okay, good luck, good luck.
Instead of a 12
That is
rupees
the way.
injection, if I can supply it at
Yeah, yeah.
100 something,
Okay.
definitely I'm making something in it.
Okay, okay, thank
And that way also, sir, I will tell you, you think of this, sir. We supply at our rate to Bengal Chemical, and they put a 33% ad on it and then supply it to the government. So you can imagine what is the margin, right? Any other questions, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Sharma, for the beautiful presentation.
Pardon?
Continue to be in the MSME band.
I said we'll try to become a banyan tree.
No, but moment you cross the 10 crore plant and machinery investment, you will no longer be in the MSME.
Let us see. We'll try to grow. Our dream is to grow, and our vision is to
Or
grow.
else you'll have to take a new name.
Let's see. At that stage, we'll cross the bridge. Not now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I would now like to invite a representative from Dhanashri Electronics for the presentation.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Myself is Abhishek Toshniwal from Dhanashree Electronics Limited. And it's actually exciting times for lighting industry. I'm sure that most of the seniors here have seen or used Rashmi chokes. You know, Rashmi choke has been a very popular product for lighting fluorescent tube lights over the period of times, and it generally is very famous to function for 10 to 15 years without failure. But the time has moved on, and with the advent of LED lighting, it has created a disruptive change in the lighting market. So it's exciting for people who have moved on with the new trend of lighting. People who have been stuck with the conventional form, it may not be that exciting for them. But for us, that's why we have moved from Rashmi to Rashmi LED, as specifically as in terms of brand name as well. So speaking a little bit about our company, obviously the brand is 72-year-old brand which has been there in the market for a real long time. We have been known for chokes and energy-saving lighting products, and we have manufacturing facility in Salt Lake and Dargaon, Assam. And we sell our products through channel sales of channel partners of more than 400 channel partners all across the country. We have registrations with NSIC, BIS, MNRE approved products, NABL accreditation. We are ISO 9000 2015, ISO 14001 2004 certified company. We are MSMSE registration is there. And we are enlisted with all the major PSUs, whether it's SAIL units, Rourkela Steel Plant, Vilai Steel Plant, Durgapur Steel Plant, or the Railway, Southeastern, South Central, Power Distribution Board, Dakshin Vidyut Vitran Nigam Limited, and Webrada and Solar, PWDs. So all the major government departments, and this is a specific list of customers over the period of time whom we have serviced our products, which is obviously always growing as such. The company was formed in 1989, and we started our production in 1991 for the chokes in Calcutta factory. And we have a BIS certified, we took the BIS approval in 1999 for ballast and those kind of products. We went to starting up manufacturing of CFL in 2007, took our ISO certification, BIS for CFL, launched Pro Order Division, we have another Pro Order Division as well. Then we started LED lighting production in 2014, which is obviously a key landmark in the company now. We started smart solar lighting production in 2015, and in 2016 we have also introduced emergency light production with battery backup systems. This is a basic view of our factory in Calcutta in Salt Lake Sector 5. So the basic product matrix would have solar and lighting and special products. The lighting would have different segment-based lighting, domestic, commercial, industrial, energy saving specifically, and the solar would have industrial and domestic part of solar lighting. So speaking of, I have highlighted the presentation on LED lighting and not really speaking much about conventional lighting anymore. So these are the new LED lighting products that we have already been selling in the market for a few years, 2-3 years now. Starting from LED bulbs, which would probably start from 0.5 watt night lamp, which would replace the 15 watt power consuming 0 watt bulbs, the conventional bulbs. So we are looking at 90% energy saving, more than 90% energy saving when compared to conventional lighting products, with a life of 25,000 burning hours in domestic range and more than 50,000 burning hours in professional range when we come there. So from 0.5 watt to 45 watts and 4,500 lumens. So that's kind of lumen per watt capacity that we are talking of. Wider voltage range that it can operate in, and it can take up till 2.5 kV surge. Each of the product can take a 2.5 kV, and it is BIS approved. All our major products are BIS approved. So this specific indoor segment is ideally for consumers, residential and offices, common area lighting and those kind of stuff. And the outdoor lighting range would have LED street lights, the LED floodlights for large area lighting, and the bay lighting products. Again, these are professional products which has higher surge capabilities, so they can vary from 4 kV, 6 kV to 10 kV surge protections. Have much more, they can have more than 130 lumen per watt output in terms of light, and they vary from 12 watt to 250 watt depending on the application. There is total environmental protection in terms of against rain and dust, which is rated for IP65 or 66. And we extend up till 5-year product warranty to our customers. So that speaks a volume about our product reliability. And the major customer segments that is catered to through this product line is municipalities, railways, industries, contractors, and consumers at large, and PSUs, and basically for outdoor applications and large area lighting. Moving on to product innovations. So here we have created an amazing product with technical collaboration with NVIRT, where we have created a micro solar dome. Here it is actually a combination of a day lighting and solar lighting product, which is ideally designed for shanties, you know, all the kacha roofs, asbestos, or those kind of roofs, where the product has a purpose wherein during the daytime in those homes where it is totally crammed up and there are no windows, there is no day lighting even coming inside. So in daytime also they have to use electricity if they have available electricity. So in this case, the sunlight would be redirected through the reflector system inside the home during the daytime, and there is solar panel installed upstairs as well, so that the solar panel will charge the battery inside during daytime, and in night time it would have a 6 watt LED light which will light up the area sufficient enough for reading purposes inside the homes during the night time as well. So it's a day and night lighting system without any usage of direct electricity. It's totally green, totally sunlight based product. So it's a basic application photograph during the daytime. This is the during daytime picture, and this is the during nighttime picture, wherein, you know, it is very, very important in terms of social upliftment as well. Then we have an amazing product coming in again, which is a smart solar street light, where we have integrated the solar panel, the battery, and the LED lighting into one single fixture, in one single luminaire. So generally you would have seen a solar street light which would have a separate solar panel, a large size battery which would be prone to theft, and the CFL lights. Here we have combined the efficiency of LED lighting and solar panels, the reducing cost and efficiency of panels, and the lithium ion batteries to put it into one single package to create an integrated unit. Plus we have added onto it into a photo sensor where it will automatically switch on and off with sunlight, and we have also added a motion sensor to it. So if there is no movement in the area, the light will automatically dim down to 20% level and save the battery power and function for much longer period of time, even if there is less number of sun hours available. There is another innovative product that we have designed for a specific requirement, wherein the government is planning to actually change the lighting of a hill station town from conventional lighting to solar LED lighting. Now in the hill station town, the problem is that the sun hours is much less because of the cloudy nature of the area. But if it is a town-based lighting, the light has to be reliable. You cannot have no lights working because the sunlight was not there. So we have designed a hybrid system where it would charge from solar panel if the sunlight is available. However, if there is a lack of sunlight, it would actually charge from regular electricity, charge up the battery, and ensure the performance of the light will be available even if there is too much of rainy days, more than what it is designed for. We have an overall quality assurance. We have an in-house lab in terms of we follow the 5M rule, wherein every part, the man, machine, material, method, money, every part of the area is important to ensure quality. We have our incoming quality control system wherein we quality check for every electronic component that comes inside. There is an in-process quality control system wherein there is regular checks of in-process product, and the statistical control system wherein we pick samples of finished products from the finished product which is offered to the quality controls guys, and then we check if the things are as per standard or not. And we have obviously basic equipment available. This is a basic SMT process flow system wherein, I actually wanted to highlight the key part here is that the number of checks and the IPQC systems that we have put in place in between the process system to ensure the quality delivery of the product and to ensure zero failure of the finished product as much as possible. So basically, as we said, the material is starts given out from stores, then it goes to the screen printing, and then the SMT, the reflow, there's the visual check and the specific check. If there is any failure, it goes to repair and again goes to visual check. And then it is passed through the IPQC goods transfer, again manual insertion goes to the manual insertion line, again a visual check, then goes to wave soldering machine, then again a visual check, and if there is any failure, it goes to touch up. If it is passed, it again tested. Each and every product in the line that is manufactured in the line is tested, and there is an aging process of at least 1 to 2 hours for each and every product that goes through our manufacturing setup. So only after a product goes through a testing of 2 hours under different voltage conditions, it is actually taken for packaging and final processes. So what we believe is in electronics or probably in any industry, the raw materials actually are the key to the quality of your end product. So the electronic components or the LED chips that we buy, we source it from the top companies, whether it's Cree or it's Texas Instrument for our processors, CO Semiconductor, On Semiconductor, Vishay, Little Fuse, Deki, and Samva, and these kind of processes, and it's basically a graph showing that the raw material quality is equally proportional to the quality of the product. These are the major machineries which have been utilized in the manufacturing process, whether it's the semi-automatic screen printers, the automatic SMT, Yamaha-based SMT machine, the pick-and-place machine, 8-zone reflow oven, automatic wave soldering, the dual wave soldering machine, which is ROHS compliant, the assembly lines, and the automatic aging line, wherein